While that's going on, Max is going to peer out the window kind of cautiously, see what exactly pulled up.
Well,
Keep
what
in
you can
mind,
see.
the gun is still aimed. The robot is still looking square. Is still looking squarely at Vectrex.
Don't tell him
What
there's a robot out there. He'll have autism.
he might actually have a seizure. Um, well, what you can see, Max, is one a serviceable, if completely uninteresting van. It's decent in size. Could probably fit a few people in it, or some supplies. The kind that are used, by smaller convoys or caravanners to do longer distance routes. And sitting next to it is one of the more beautiful and impressive vehicles that you've seen since you left home. You say that you are a proper, full-blooded, trained road warrior, and who claims to be such a thing could not appreciate that beauty of steel, chrome, and attitude that's sitting out there. It's got lifted shocks, off-road tires, roll bars, cages on the windows, the whole 9 yards, built on a beautiful muscle car chassis.
Max kind of stands there looking out the window, kind of mesmerized by the vehicle.
Well, as you variously, also was Tabart going to say or do anything?
Yes, he was going to head over to Vectrix and just casually, start questioning and interrogating him.
Casual
Hey, buddy,
interrogation.
what are you doing here?
Oh, I thought I just said I'm on a secondment from the Black Paws in Chicago. I'm looking for old world technology, a lot of stuff like that boy's arm that we can use to, give people limbs that don't have any.
I love
I
this.
see. Well, I may not be from around these parts, but it is a general rule that we don't creep upon kids. And you're kind of fitting that bill right now.
What do you mean? I'm not much younger than I am.
Mm-hmm. And how old are you exactly?
19.
Yeah, you don't want to be creeping on kids. Even if you both are of the same age, it's not a good look.
I'm not creeping on kids. I'm creeping on his arm.
I don't care about the person. I care about the technology attached to him. Why is this unusual?
Just want to see if it's hooked up to his brain.
I see.
Kira
Well,
Yoshiage.
I'm going to say this politely, and so we don't create a scene here in the town, but I think it may be best if you keep such thoughts to yourself.
He gives you the smile and the blank stare of someone who just doesn't get it.
Syncopated blinking.
Now, I'm going to go ahead back to my drink, but I don't want to catch you doing this again, alright?
Okay. I'll ask before I start touching his arm.
He'll just mentally just be rolling his eyes in his head. Alright, fine. Now, just don't be creating a scene, alright, pal?
You can both hear what sounds like a somewhat muffled argument getting closer and closer. There was a couple bangs of car doors slamming and two voices raised in somewhat frustrated conversation. And before you can get to the door, it swings wide ahead of you, latched shut. And they are carrying on an argument that appears to have started outside. The Badger is saying, I don't understand. I don't understand. We've been traveling together for a week now, and the Lion grunts. And I've thought everything has been fine. And the lion grunts again. It's like, but there haven't been any issues so far. It's like, exactly. There haven't been any issues. It's been 2 weeks. Yes, I understand. 2 weeks. I'm sure I still require your services. No, you evidently don't. It's been 2 weeks, and nothing has happened. I am going. You can stay here if you want to. No, I still require your services. I thought that you would be a little bit more amenable to this. I mean, I don't understand. I can pay you. And the lion runs his fingers through his mane and says, well, then you can pay someone else, because we're done. I am going to go get a drink, and now, respectfully, be gone! And he walks up to the bar and turns his back on the badger, who is standing there, clutching his briefcase and looking around as if he expects the sky to fall on him at any moment. The big dark lion walks past you all, spends a moment looking over everyone, spends a moment, his eyes linger on the fatigued officer, in multiple sense of the terms, the giant bull lady, the
Finger
big
waggle.
mallet, grins back, see reference image, and the giant mallet and the big rifle, but he appears to conclude that he's not in immediate danger. As he gets close, you can see he is wearing what looks like a Kevlar vest. He's got a fairly large caliber pistol holstered at his side, fighting knife. The usual tricks of the trade of someone who's used to rough living. He bellies up to the bar and orders himself a drink.
Well, Maxwell jumped down from the chair he was standing on to look out the window. And I'll go up to the lion and say, hey, buddy, that nice ride out there yours?
He turns and looks down, and then looks a bit more down. It's like, oh, yeah, that baby's mine. Gotta have a ride like that if you want to do what I do. Or at least, if you get lucky doing what I do.
What were you doing exactly for that badger over there?
Mercenary personal escort. Not sure what he thinks is after him, but he hired me as personal protection, said that he was under immediate personal danger, and I wouldn't count 2 weeks of completely smooth sailing as immediate personal danger. So, frankly, I'm cutting this one loose. Gotta go find more interesting contracts somewhere else. What about you? You got something tucked away behind one of these buildings, or did you hoof it here?
Well, about that. Well, I had a vehicle at one point, but I had to ditch it for reasons, and I had to hoof it here. But your vehicle's very nice, though. I like it a lot.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your ride, but, yeah. Yeah, she's a beauty. Had her for a while, upgraded a fair bit. Put some of the armor on myself. Or, well, know enough about him to keep him running. I wouldn't exactly call myself a qualified mechanic, but at a certain point you have to learn out of sheer desperation, right? Sorry, I don't believe I caught your name, friend.
Oh, I'm Max. He
Nice
extends
to meet
his
you.
hand out for a handshake.
Utterly dwarfed in the lion's clawed paw as he shakes it back. Nice to meet you, Max. The name's Nikolai.
Well, from the sounds of it, you don't mind if we scoop up that guy for work for ourselves, right? You don't mind that. You don't seem interested, anyways.
Oh, are you a company?
Max kind of looks around the room. Kinda.
Well, feel free. I'm sure he'd be willing to take on anybody at this rate. I don't know what had him so spooked. I don't even know where he's from. He's moving under an obviously false name, and he's not exactly good about lying about it. He's paid on time. I don't know how much money he has left. I don't even know where he's going. He keeps insisting on only telling me the next leg of the route as we drive it. And doubling back, taking false starts, he seems to be moving in a vaguely eastwardly direction. But like I said, you guys, hey, if you want him, feel free to take him. I'm leaving without a backwards glance, frankly. I've got better things to do and less troublesome people I'm sure I can help somewhere.
Still want to fill your belly, Tabbert?
Well, if I'm getting paid, sure, I'll do the job.
The badger seems to hear a little bit of this, and not wanting to get too close to Nikolai, he does edge closer. And
oh, that's his name?
What?
The lion's name's Nikolai.
Yeah. Oh man, I missed that. When did I miss that?
He just introduced himself a moment ago.
Okay.
Might have had a connection hiccup for a second. But the badger edges a little bit closer. I am I am Mr. Smith, and I am traveling, and I need to get myself and this. He holds up the case to a safe destination without potentially falling prey to dangers of the road, and I do feel it necessary to impress upon you the potential dangers and importance of this task. As I have reason to believe, strong certainty that my life is under not inconsiderable danger.
Sounds fun.
I do need to get to the next place, at least.
Not to mention the arm is leaving with him.
The arm is, but he was told not to make a thing about it, so he's not. He's just going to do that quietly on his own time.
He's just going to creep from a distance.
Look, if you wake up without any clothes on and a aching shoulder, just carry on as normal. But
So,
he said,
go ahead.
maybe you need an engineer on the way? Yes?
That would be great. I could definitely use one of those.
Okay. For context as well, like, Vectrex is pretty skinny, but being a snake, he's about 18 foot long. It's just that only a third of that stands upright.
So,
clicks her tongue, puts her hands behind her head. It's like, I mean, that all depends on what you think you need protection from. Everybody saying yes is fine. I would prefer to know what you're so spooked by before I say yay or nay, personally.
I'm sure you can appreciate, as a lady of the road, I guess. I do feel it necessary not to spread around too many specifics in case listening ears, but I have reason to believe that a either an individual or a group of individuals is intent upon tracking me down and either abducting and or torturing and or killing me. Also, he is coming across as both very nervous and not necessarily. It's hard to say exactly how convincing he is, but he is very nervous about it and is kind of blustering a bit. But I definitely need competent and brave people who would be willing to protect and escort me in this task. People with guns, people with knives, that kind of thing.
Well, I'm
But like
certainly one of them.
the Savage World Adventures.
By the way, where do you plan on traveling to?
Oh, the next leg of the journey, he pulls out a map and unfolds it on a nearby table. The next leg of the journey would be to this town here. It would be about 2 days' journey to the east of us. We would have to, we'd go there, we could refuel. We'd be taking my van. There should be enough room for everyone without anyone having to ride on the roof. It might be a bit cramped, especially for looks to, he looks over to the bull, or the bull lady, the cow, looks at the horns. I'd have to cut a hole in the roof at this rate. Anyway, from then on, we can keep traveling eastward, maybe take a few diversionary routes. My previous protector is sure that I'm not in danger, but either he's not paying, he doesn't seem to be paying very close attention, and frankly, he doesn't really seem to care. So, I mean, he was very excited at first when I said that I believed that I was being stalked by an assassin, but he lost interest after the first week, and now look at him, and he points over to Nikolai, who's just sipping a beer and rubbing his forehead.
How much does the gig pay?
Right. Of course. Well, sorry, I was checking out of character. I was checking a DM. Well, when I reach my destination, I'm sure that there will be a sizable payout that I would be more than happy to split between all of you. My remaining funds, of course, can't entirely vouch for all of your abilities or how much it might be worth, but are you wanting like a lump sum figure for the entire trip or a per day amount? I mean, certainly if you protect me from assassins, I would be more than willing to add in a bonus, hazard pay, as it were.
Assassins, like the Dalek ninjas.
The what?
Link stare. What?
There is like a softer look of like, holy crap, this kid is so baby. And then she'll like kind of turn back to this badger gentleman and be like, okay, so just throwing this out there, sugar. You're convinced, and hey, I got no reason to not believe you. All right, you seem like a well put together sort, very business oriented, action first kind of gentleman. Plenty of folk like that. Just who the hell did you piss off to get assassins tailing you now all of a sudden? And what is so important that you simply can't tell us who you think is doing it, can't tell us why you think they're doing it, but you absolutely need protection. Who's after you, hun?
Why don't you, do you have any skills, or give us a second to check if you have any skills that would be useful for trying to either, one, wheedle some information out of him. That would be you specifically. Or 2, you or anyone else who feels like they might be lucky and who has any skills related to like understanding body, like you would justify like understanding body language or trying to read into something. Go ahead and roll those. While you're doing that, I need to use the restroom real quick. 5 minutes tops.
Information on this before we take the job.
1,000%. She was just sitting there, kind of like, "Hey, adventure, how adventure?" Like, even know this guy's real name? What the hell? Even though, like, he could be a drug mule for all y'all know. Probably is a drug mule for all we know.
Most likely.
What are you
Again.
smuggling? I got 30 pounds of super cocaine in my belly right now. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I think he's still. Oh,
sorry, what?
no, you go on.
I mean, I think that was inquiry. I mean, you could have picked either. You could be trying to intimidate him into giving information, or trying to ply him to give you more information.
Yeah, we'll go inquiry. So that is intelligence, and since I have a level in inquiry, does that give me a +5 to the roll?
Well, the first level just lets you roll your characteristic with no penalty.
Got you. Then yeah, we'll
Otherwise, you
go.
half.
Gotcha. Then yeah, my target is 50 or below. Ooh,
Whiffed.
bit too hot-headed. She's seen situations like this where someone real squirrely needs help and won't say why, and then it gets people in a load of trouble. She's not super pleased with them.
Maybe you came on a bit too strong. He kind of locks up. He doesn't really want to say. He mumbles a few things, kind of fiddles with. Maybe I actually have lost them by now. I have to get to where I'm going, and I have reason to believe that, due to the circumstances of what I'm doing, that some, possibly one, possibly more, people have been sent after me to stop me from getting where I'm going.
Alright, so the point being is we're gonna get paid for doing this, right? And you said it's a 2-day trip?
Well, 2 days to the next town, and then I can tell you the next leg of the route. It'll only be a couple, maybe a week or 2 to get where we're going. It depends on how many. Is it better to try and lead them on more of a chase and not let them figure out where I'm going, or make a direct route, but that would make it obvious where I'm going?
Who's they?
Is it ninjas?
You keep what do you mean when you say ninjas?
I hired assassins, specifically those from the Dalek Empire.
No, they wouldn't be from there.
Max will look at the badger and kind of like cockeyed and kind of look at him and be like, "You didn't piss off a Baron Lord, did you?"
No. What are you from the Barren Lands?
Yes, I'm a road warrior. One of the best. He picks out one of his knives and twirls it in his hand.
What is this, game of elimination? No, I'm not from that far west. Jeez.
Well, it sounds like you need a driver anyway, so I'll be your driver.
Oh, good. I've been getting tired of driving for 9 hours a day. Okay.
Akira starts to sniff it at Mr. Smith's briefcase.
Can I help you? It smells like metal.
With my unnatural smell, what do I smell?
You smell aluminum.
Okay.
Alright, well, look, I'm willing to help out. Only thing I'll say is, you gotta pay us well for this, and I'm gonna need to get fed every day.
Well, with what's left over, get me at least halfway to where I'm going, I'd be willing to pay each of you 30 credits. That seem fair? That's that'd be a week's worth, and then there'd be a bonus for getting me all the way there.
That's 30 more than I have.
Nah. Also, not to make it difficult, like campaign altering, but I would put Siobhan anywhere from like 6'6" to 6'10", not counting her horns. So her horns probably add another 10 inches, just because they're mostly they mostly spread out and then point up.
Damn, lady, what did you eat?
She's tall.
Lady Dimitrescu. No, not that big.
Sure. Hey, you want to put those proportions on her? Be my guest. That's fine.
Like I said, Vectrex is like 18 foot long, but only 6 foot stands up, and he curls up pretty well.
Who gave that snake arms? But
he wants more.
But not,
he wants to collect more.
I have business to attend to east of here anyways, so if you're telling me that I'll get to ride in a vehicle to get there, and all I gotta do is keep your potentially delusional issue of self-safety at bay, that's fine by me.
That's right. I guess I could also ask, well, if you are trying to take a weird path, you mind if we go to Mount Cheyenne Mountain?
That would be hundreds of miles in the wrong direction. Why would you want to go there?
They'd never know you go there, though.
That's where I was going to. Because I wanted to go see the adventures.
Adventures?
Yeah, the Savage World adventures.
Oh, that social club?
Yeah.
I must have missed that set of broadsheets.
What are you talking about? Smith rubs his brow. It's like, it started a few, 20 years ago or something. It seems like every bunch of traveling oddballs goes there and they sign up, and I think they have cards or something, or some kind of mailing list. It's a bunch of people who like traveling around and poking their noses in places that they're not asked, and they like calling themselves by fanciful titles. Sounds like an easy way to get to be asked. Well, they sound, I guess. What Cheyenne Mountain is, apart from a breakfast club for the socially estranged, is it's kind of a neutral ground where a bunch of people from different countries and different lands get together and inform each other of what they think is important. Which, no, I'm set on where I'm going. I'm going there for a reason. I'm not going to Cheyenne Mountain. If you want to go there, you can use the money I pay you to take me where I want to go there yourself.
He's gonna, pat Max on the shoulder and say, "Do you have a moment to come with me to the scrapyard?"
Why would I want to go there?
I'm looking for extra cars that are more maneuverable than his van.
Sure, let's take a look.
Okay, he's going to take Max along to see his idea. If there's an attendant or whatever, he'll ask, but the idea is to go and see if he can find something that the kobold can drive that's more maneuverable and better for road combat.
Scout vehicle kind of thing?
Yeah, like a dune buggy or, or something along those lines. Even if he has to, take it apart himself and get other bits from other vehicles and slap it together.
So,
out
of character thing, but So yeah, Max isn't a mechanic. He's not really good with that kinds of things. Just basic maintenance he can do. But
Oh yeah, but Vectrex is.
yes. He's a driver, a wheelman, not a
Yeah,
mechanic.
but you know about driving, and Vectrex knows about the mechanics, and you know about the driving.
Yes, that's perfect. But
So he's going to take you along for like the advice.
Okay. Max will also, as we walk past, I guess the van, Max will inspect it, or I guess Vetrix can inspect it with Max to see if it's like truly a hunk of junk. Maybe it needs maintenance or something. So,
Well, there wouldn't be anything. One, there's not going to be anything here that's ready to drive, and two, putting together a vehicle would be a bit outside your current price range of basically nothing, unfortunately.
Oh sure, he was just seeing if there was like cheap scrap there he can smash together.
Not enough cheap scrap that you could smash together into a working vehicle.
Oh, no problem. Well, he'll accompany Max to the van and see if it needs any tuning up then.
Okay. You can begin inspecting it. It's weathered and old. It's very nondescript. It doesn't have any kind of markings of any kind on it. At least nothing that you can see. Certainly at this point, no one cares about license plates, but no emblems, no descriptive marks, no mark of ownership. It looks like it's in pretty good condition, apart from some general wear and tear and external weathering. If you want to inspect it, either of you, go ahead and give me any appropriate rolls.
Okay.
You guys investigating the scrapyard for like anything useful?
No, they're checking on the truck.
Yeah.
So that's yeah.
I don't. What would I roll for that?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. If you feel like looking at all.
If the door is unlocked, and I guess we kind of agreed to it, Max would like to sit in the driver's seat and see how it feels.
Okay. Well, it's the seat still has some cushion to it, so it wouldn't be horribly uncomfortable. The perennial issue of how much clearance you have over the dashboard once again comes to bite you, but you can make it work. You might need to fold a coat up underneath your bottom to give you a bit more elevation, but it's doable.
Yeah, Vectrex can always help in adjusting things mechanically.
Yeah. It's certainly not a very exciting vehicle for a dignified and adventure-hungry road warrior to drive, but it's practical. Lots of storage space, plenty of space for everybody, at least for the most part. Some people might be a little bit more cramped. Vectrex can probably be curled up under one of the seats, at least, for ease of transport.
Yeah, he curls up pretty well. Like I just like looked at how long a king cobra is, and it's 18 feet, and I thought, yeah, that's probably good enough.
But if what's the line's name again?
Nikolai.
If his vehicle's still there, Max will look over at it longingly.
It's a beauty. You can tell it's a V8. You can tell it's got the air intakes on the hood. It's got armor. It's got the technical term that you know among the nomads and the road warriors for this kind of vehicle, no matter what it might have started as, this is an outrider. It's used by
the outriders.
It's either used as a convoy escort or a fast scout by small groups of road warriors, and it's one of the more exciting vehicles. One of the more exciting classes of vehicles. Certainly not as practical in some cases as like a dune buggy, but this thing is basically made to be tough, survive a potential ramming attack, and for good speed on paved roads. It's
Maxwell.
also it is also, apart from the polished chrome at some points, it is painted completely black.
Mm. But Max will say to Vetrix if he's close by, I was half hoping the Badger owned that vehicle.
Shame. Surely it's a shame. But there's always opportunities, especially in bigger cities.
Yes.
Now, granted, there's probably only room for 2 people in that thing.
True. But even though Max is thinks himself as kind of a hunk of junk, will do for what he, for this job at least, for this gig. So Max is satisfied. And the vehicle maintenance came back okay, right?
Yeah, it
Inspection.
looks fine. It looks like it's been well maintained. Probably doesn't have that many miles on it from the last time it was driven. It's not even that dirty. Which, you'd expect of a practical vehicle like this would probably have a bit more wear and tear and, weathering and dirt and grime in places. But no, it's pretty clean, pretty well maintained. Nothing really out of the ordinary about the vehicle itself, apart from the fact that it's entirely nondescript and pretty well maintained.
Oh, yeah, he was just checking to make sure it's okay before we go on.
Yeah. Looks fine.
Alright, all good here.
Alright, let's get to it. But then, as Akira says this, he realizes he's going to be in the same vehicle as the snake.
By the way, Vetrix, I don't want you two sitting next to one another. I don't need a distraction, okay? While I'm driving, I'm working.
I understand. He literally has the blank expression of someone who just... It's not that he just doesn't understand social graces, it's just the idea of social just doesn't exist to him.
He just blinks. He just blinks like a lizard. No thoughts.
Empty head.
No thoughts.
Yeah.
Empty acquire arm.
No thoughts.
From one reptile to another.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting. I'll be sitting in the back now.